Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We've had a bit of a rebranding since the old Footy with George. We are now called the Football Newsstand, where we've got a Twitter as well. So I'll link that in the chat or the comments for afterwards or in the description, whatever. But we're joined with a previous guest who we had a very long chat about football with, about an
Wasn't that
hour's
long.
chat. It was about an hour. Um, we're back with Will. How you doing, mate?
Alright, how are you?
Yeah, looking forward to this actually because we're going to be talking about transfers and we're also going to do a bit of a pre-transfer window predictions. Yes, I'm aware the transfer window is already open, but not much has happened to do with the Premier League. There have been some deals that are about to happen, but as of now, right now, nothing's happened. So we'll be looking at
Nothing major
predictions
anyway.
pre-transfer. Yeah, nothing major's happened. Just a few rumours and a few closed deals. So to start with, Will. Um, I've got a whole book here worth of transfer stuff. Um, we'll start with the obvious one, a big one. Obviously, first, we've got Yusuf in the chat, who is head moderator for the chat. So any
What?
dealings,
Hmm.
and he'll be dealing with you. We've got 7:05 evening. All right, you're doing well. Um, Darwin Nunez to Liverpool is expected to be complete by tomorrow morning. Worth 67 million plus add-on. So, Will, tell me how you feel about this in terms of Nunez from a Portuguese side moving to a Premiership team, the best league in the world.
I reckon it's more one for the future because he's still quite young, got potential, and he's performing well now. So it's a good signing, especially if they're getting rid of Mane. Then yeah, it's good. I wouldn't really say replacement, but a good sign to fill the gap, that a bit of a gap that he's leaving.
Yeah, I think Nunez is more of a centre forward slash striker, isn't he? So
Yeah,
obviously they brought in Diaz in January. We all know what a player he is. He's a top player. Um, But I think with Mane going, which we will be talking about in a little bit, um, they've got Salah, Jota, Diaz, possibly Nunez, and if Mane goes, it's not like they're obviously losing a great player, world class player in Sadio Mane, but the depth they've got in attack is quite sublime, if I have to say so myself. What do you think?
well, they've obviously got good backups, but I think they're getting rid of quite a few players, aren't they?
Origi's
So,
gone to AC Milan already,
he's
so
already gone.
yeah,
I knew they
yeah.
weren't renewing his contract, but
Yeah, he's
yeah.
gone to AC Milan. We've got Statman Stubbs in the chat. Evening, lads. Hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you in the chat. I know you are a Liverpool fan, so let us know what you think about Nunez to Liverpool and how that could alter things up at the club, especially in your attack, considering maybe Bobby's at his last legs in terms of in his prime. He's not really the player he used to be for Liverpool. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Um, in terms of playing ability, I think Nunez is a definitely like you said, one for the future. He's got a lot of potential. He's got quite a lot of speculation around him. Playing for Benfica, he scored against Liverpool twice,
He's
I
had
think.
Champions League
So
experience, which is probably
yeah,
another reason why
against
they're going
Liverpool,
for
and he
him.
scored against him,
Yeah,
against them.
that's probably a reason
So
why
yeah,
they're going for him. He's got the Champions League experience, and he knows how to play there.
yeah. It's just whether he adapts to the Premier League or not. So
The
it will be
physicality of
interesting.
everything.
Yeah, be very interesting. Moving on, we'll bring back Nunez in a bit because obviously we're going to be doing a pre-transfer window predictions, so maybe he'll be a key part in that. Who knows? Paul Pogba back to Juventus could be on a free, or it could be worth around 68 million. Will, what do you think about this? He started at United, went to Juventus, back to United, and now he's going back to Juventus. So
Well, I would say it's a loss for Man United, especially if he goes on free. But it's good for Juventus. I think they need a big player to help get them back up because obviously they haven't been like up there in Serie A recently.
2 seasons in a row, they've lost to two Milan clubs Inter Milan last season with Conte and AC Milan this season. So yeah, I think Pogba on his day, we know for France he's world class, but for United he's just rubbish, and he's sort of like Maguire. International level he's good, club level he's not great. So we've got Yusuf, say hello, Jamie Lee. We've got day three of Chelsea not signing any players, and guess
It's been
what? It's
two.
day three of every Premier League club
It's been.
not signing
Oh, I
everything.
know it's been three.
And he says it's going to be day four tomorrow. So, Yusuf,
You shouldn't be expecting signs instantly.
no,
You've
no, of
got like
course not.
2 months.
We've got a whole 2 months to make signings, and some deals only take a week or so. So,
Not
um,
even that. Could even be a day if they're in England.
exactly. Money talks these days. Money does definitely talk. So, we'll talk to me about Paul Pogba in terms of as a player. Do you think he obviously he benefits more when he's got someone like N'Golo Kante next to
Someone
him?
around him.
Yeah, like he does in that France setup.
Yeah.
Do you think with the likes of Locatelli, Rabiot at Juventus, he'll be able to do a job there?
Well, I think obviously with him being there before, I think he can adapt pretty quickly after being in the Premier League. And I think the Premier League's a better league anyway, so I think it would be just. I think he look a lot better than he was at Man United because of the easier opponents and stuff like that.
I mean, yeah, in the Serie A, you don't have to. Well, you don't these days, but back in the day, it was more of a um, can Messi do it on a cold, rainy night in Stoke?
And
So
Stoke.
yeah, but they're not in the Premier League anymore, and Burnley aren't even in the Premier League anymore, so we can't even mention them. But can they do it in Leeds and Yorkshire? Can they do it in Nottingham at Forest? Who knows? Who knows? John Moore's in the chat. Hope you're doing well, mate. Love that little photo you've got going there. You've got Luke up there. You've got Jack somewhere. Um,
Somewhere.
all of them are in there. It was a good day. Moving on to Newcastle news, Will. I know you are a Newcastle fan. Um, is it Ekitike from Met?
Eketi, I think it is. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Ekite.
So
Say it again.
it's close enough.
Okay. Ekiteke. Um,
Just
where's
say
he from?
Hugo.
Mets, right?
Met,
Hugo
yeah.
Ekiteke.
Hugo.
There we go.
That'll do.
From Mets. Is close to signing with Newcastle. I haven't been able to find how much for,
I
but
think I
I'm
saw
hoping you would
something
know.
20 or 30 million, was it?
Really?
Something
Is it
like
that
that.
much?
20 or 30
I mean,
million or
I know you
100
guys have got the
the
money, but
obligation. I
okay.
mean,
Would it be 20 to 30 plus add-ons, or is it all just 20
I
million
don't
to
know.
30 million?
I've just seen numbers in places. And yeah.
Okay, if you could go on Twitter
I think
and
it's
find
euros,
out for
so
me.
yeah.
If you could go on Twitter and find out for me, that'd be great. Um, but yeah, he's set to sign to Newcastle for um, reasonably, I don't know, reasonably soon, within the next week, I want to say. So that would be quite interesting, I think.
I think there
Um,
might be a delay to it because I saw he got a hamstring injury.
yeah, I
So
saw that as well.
so
He's
he'll
going
be
to
out
pick
for
that up.
quite a while. So it might, if we don't sign him in the summer, then it might be on for January.
Yeah.
Because
Rumors
obviously,
are speculating that it's going to be within a week if things go well, but like you said, it would probably be um, if his injury carries on and he can't sort it out anytime soon, extending that to the January time. John Moore says, Will, how long do you think it will take Newcastle before they're fighting with the top six? This is a great question, John.
I want to say 2 seasons minimum.
Minimum.
I don't think we'll be up there straight away, but I think after next season, then when we've got a few more players in that are quality, because we'll maybe fight for top half with the team we've got now. But a couple of signs, we'll see what happens. But I think it'll be a couple of seasons at least.
Yeah, yeah, I'd have to agree because you guys are doing it the right way. You're buying young players
Building
that you're building a team that have got lots of potential. Obviously, you signed Matt Target for 10 million this morning.
this morning,
Or was it
a
yesterday?
couple of
It
days
was
ago.
a couple of days, something like that. Um,
Someone
so
swapped them probably.
it's And someone's noticed it. Someone has noticed it. I'm wearing an AK Athens shirt. Will's wearing
Oh
an
no,
out
I'm just
shirt.
saying now. He isn't injured, so
Oh, okay. So probably within the next week then, is what we're
yeah,
saying.
he's been playing for the France under 21s. So
Ah, okay. Fair enough. Um, so yeah, we've got opposing shirts. I'm trying to think. What's the other Greek team?
uh,
Ferenc Chavos or something like that. They're another. A bit, they're not even Greek, are they? I think they're. I don't know. If anyone can tell me what the other Greek team is, I know there's another one. Olympiakos.
yeah,
So yeah. Um, 5 or 7 next season consolidation for Newcastle. Then the season after be challenging. That is a. I think this season is really building those young players to be
I
top
reckon.
talents in the
I
Prem.
reckon next season or the season coming top half. Like we're
So
up
you
there
want to
fighting for it at the back end of
yeah,
last season.
yeah.
So
If you carry on the form you had
especially with bringing
already,
more players in, like I think we
yeah.
need to pick quite get a top striker in who doesn't get injured because Callum Wilson's going to get injured at some point next season.
John says it. He thinks it may take four
Four
to
or five.
five seasons. Now I
I
understand
think
why
it
John says
depends on.
this,
I think it depends on how many players we're bringing at a time.
and I think it depends. Like let's just say like Ekiteke for example. Yeah,
He might take a couple of years to
he
get
might
up to
take two
speed.
or 3 years to get up to speed with the Premier League, and
We saw with Joe
you know,
Linton and
yeah,
like the
Joe Linton's
physicality,
taken a fair few seasons to get up to date. He's changed his position. He's now playing at centre mid,
especially with the
and he's working
pressure of
wonders.
playing.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. You've got Chris Wood up front. He'll probably go within the next 2 years. He's more of a stopgap for you to get
Back
some
up.
goals.
He was mainly
I
brought in
think
as
he
a
he
backup
was.
and
I think you
just to
mainly
have a
brought him in to
striker.
keep you up at the time.
We can Burnley have at least a striker on the pitch as a backup
Oh yeah, you did wonders by
because
signing him, weakening Burnley. If he stayed at Burnley, they would have stayed up. I think he's
it's
better
hard
than
to tell.
Weghorst. He's better than Weghorst.
Yeah, I think they made a mistake getting someone from the German league because we've seen it
Yeah.
with Werner,
Now
we've
he's
seen
going
it
to be
with Joe
playing
Linton.
championship football, isn't he?
Yep.
5 or 7. Will Eddie Howe be the man to take Newcastle there, though? Will, I know how you feel about this, so if you could tell everyone.
I think so. Even if he doesn't, he'll get we're close enough. But with the money and the team that we'll have, I think he can do a decent job.
Yeah, definitely. I
Especially with
think
what he's done last season. Like
I
the
think the
job he
goal
took
is
on.
the goal for him is to take Newcastle as far as he possibly can, and then to if he can't take them any further than maybe the top 8, top 7, then bring someone new in. But if he can go for that top 6, top 4 by himself, then by all means let him go for it.
Yeah. Let him go for
Um,
it. If it doesn't work, then
yeah,
let
I
him work
don't know
something
how
out.
to pronounce that first one.
Then
Yeah, we'll call him
just a Greek
them
team.
Kikos and Olympiakos. Yeah, and then Yusuf put Humusakos. I'm not sure they're a teammate, but
I'll have a
Um,
look.
next one is also Liverpool related. We've got Sadio Mane very close to Bayern Munich. Deal, a new deal is submitted, or to be submitted in the next few days. Um, how do you feel about this one? Where we briefly mentioned it earlier. Do Bayern Munich really need someone like Mane, or do you think Mane's sort of because if you remember, was it 3 days ago, 2 days ago? Mane said that he'll do whatever the Senegalese people want him to do,
Yeah.
which I respect a lot.
I don't think it's really the right thing for him to do in his career. Like, I think
How
there's
old is
more
he
to
now?
be done at Liverpool.
Yeah, how old is he now? 28, 29?
Not sure. But I think
Um,
there's more that can be done at Liverpool instead of just jumping off to Bayern Munich, win the league every season, having a decent run in the Champions League and maybe the German Cup. I think there's a lot more you can win at Liverpool.
yeah, 100%. I mean, I think after this season, winning both the FA Cup and the League Cup, he's now won everything you can win in a Liverpool shirt. So maybe that's a reason why he wants to go.
Possibly. But I stay in the Prem for a couple of seasons and then maybe go to Bayern and win a couple of things there.
Yeah, the deal is rumored to be between 30 and 45 million. I mean, that's a 50 million gap, which is quite a lot of money. So I think Liverpool need to push at least 40 to 45 for him. I still think it's
Maybe
too low.
50,
I
50,
think,
60
yeah,
maybe.
if I was Liverpool fans, I
Maybe
would
even
be
80.
fuming. I would be absolutely fuming. I think between 50 to 60 million would be comfortable. We've got multiple Liverpool fans. Sorry, I was just reading that. We've got a few Liverpool fans in the chat, so let us know what you think about Sadio Mane leaving to Bayern Munich and the whole price and all of that. So yeah, 547 says, why should he do what the Senegalese want? It's surely up to him. Step down for Mane, I think.
Exactly.
Um, yeah, I agree, but I also respect what he's done. He's very passionate about his country. He won the African Cup of Nations with them, and the Senegalese people did a vote, and they said that they'd rather him leave Liverpool because Senegalese people are going to support Liverpool for Sadio Mane, and no matter where he goes, they're mainly supporting him, not the club. If he does well, they'll enjoy it. So if he goes to Bayern Munich and they win everything, let's just say they win the league, the cup, and the Champions League all in one season, they're going to absolutely love it because he is winning stuff. You know what I mean? Maybe it's because they think, oh, he'll have a better chance of winning stuff like the league and the Champions League at Bayern rather than at Liverpool. You know.
Yeah. I think Bayern have got everything to lose next season for winning the league as well, with Dortmund not having Haaland. So,
But then again, both Man United and Barcelona are linked with Lewandowski. We already know Lewandowski's going to be leaving. It was announced about a week ago now. So
I think he wanted to go to Barcelona, but they don't have the money. So,
they'll take out another 10 bank loans, mate. Don't worry.
nah, they've already, like, what, 500 billion or something?
Billion? No way.
Million.
Oh, I thought you said billion. Then they've
Nah.
got to make 500 million, don't they? Yeah, there we go. You used to
Yeah,
say Barca
yeah,
can't
they've got
afford them.
players who aren't registered and
Yeah,
things like
like
that.
Sergi Roberto. I don't even think Gavi's registered at the moment.
Has he
So
not?
no, it's either Gavi or Pedri, and I feel like it's most likely going to be Gavi because Pedri's a bit better than Gavi at the
Yeah.
moment. Um, Man United centre midfielder Nemanja Matic to Roma to be sealed and signed by Tuesday. He's off to work with Jose Mourinho once again. I think it's a good move for Matic. Chelsea, bit of a Chelsea hero. Um,
They've got
won
Europa
it
League next
pretty
season,
much.
haven't they?
Yeah, because they won. But where did they finish in the league? Because they might be playing
Uh,
Champions League depending. I'm gonna check.
I'm not sure.
I am gonna
Towards
check.
the top somewhere.
They finished sixth, so they would have had Conference League. But because they won the Conference League, they're going into the Europa League next season. So either way, Matic would have been playing Europa League football um, with Man United or with Roma. So, but I think he's got a better chance to start at Roma. The way Mourinho plays defensively, he suits it well, as we saw when he played for Mourinho at both United and Chelsea. So it'll be interesting to see. What do you think about that, Will?
I think it's a good move for him. He's not getting much at Man United, so he's going for football really, and he's getting older, so he's going to a, like, I'd probably say less competitive league, less physical league.
Yeah.
So it makes sense
Yeah,
for him.
yeah, definitely. 100% agree with you there. I think Nemanja Matic, his day's been and gone. He's what now, 32, 33, possibly even 34 at this point.
31, is it?
So he's old. Let's just put it that way. In football terms, he's old. Um, he was at his best when he was at Chelsea, I think, when he scored that screamer against Spurs. I think we all remember that one, don't we? But yeah,
33.
547 says no one wants to go to United right now. A few years ago, anyone would go. That was their
It's a
draw
risk.
slash reputation, but just shows how far they've fallen. Yeah,
It's a
um,
risk having a new manager, new setup of who's going to be playing, new style. It's
hundred
a
percent,
risk.
100%. Mauricio Pochettino has left PSG.
Has that been
Give
confirmed?
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, if it hasn't, it's been confirmed by Twitter. but it
Yeah.
hasn't been confirmed by all the big.
Mbappe definitely got bored. Decided to do something.
Um, does that give Zidane an open door to the job, Will?
Well, depends who Mbappe wants, really. He can do anything. He could make himself manager for all he wants.
It's ridiculous, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
How
He's got
much
the
money did they offer him?
probably
So we
all the
would
money in the
stay
world.
more than all the money in the world, surely.
I don't know. It was something
Real Madrid
crazy.
offered him
Yeah.
quite a lot,
Both of them offered
but
him
then
like crazy money, and then PSG gave him everything.
yeah, 100%.
Control of who's being signed, stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. If Zidane goes there, they win the Champions League next season. For me,
Mm.
with the team they got, I think they win it. If he goes there,
Well, you've got Pochettino, but you can't take the man out of top. You can take the top man. No, you
you
can
can
take
take
the
the
man
man
out
out
of
of
Tottenham,
Tottenham.
but you can't take the Tottenham out of a man.
There you go. There you go.
Got there
I think
eventually.
within 7 days there though, he did win a trophy. Um, Poch should be a decent manager for someone to pick up. Yeah, I agree.
If Man United waited, they would have had him
And yeah, they got there. I wouldn't say
because
they're stuck with Ten Hag, but Ten
they
Hag is a
wanted
good manager.
Pochettino, but yeah, I would have preferred Pochettino though because he'd been in the Prem before, and
Yeah,
he's got
definitely.
teams like Tottenham to the Champions League final.
Yeah, that was a wild season. That was one of the worst
It
Champions League
was like a
finals.
last minute goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, Lucas Moura
Yeah.
against Ajax, and then he didn't start in the final. He scored a 10-minute hat trick to get him to the final, and then Kane started. A half fit Harry Kane started.
Everton would be a good club for.
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I saw it in the
Oh,
screen.
okay,
Yeah. I didn't
fair
realise I
enough.
hadn't came up on here yet.
Yeah. French midfielder Chouameni has signed a deal with Real Madrid for 80 million euros plus 20 million euros add-ons. Chouameni, Will, I know you're a big fan of him on FIFA and FM.
Yeah.
Is he fit enough to play in that Real Madrid team with the likes of Toni Kroos and Luka Modric getting
That's what I'm
closer
thinking.
towards retirement? Do you think
Well, I
him and
think it's more.
Camavinga are sort of the replacements?
I think him and Camavinga are more for the future when people like Cruz and Modric leave.
Yeah.
But I can't really see him getting into the starting lineup with Cruz and Modric playing regularly and still
Yeah.
looking really good.
Yeah.
I think it'll
I
be
mean,
tough for him to get into the team and sort of keep getting in the team on a consistent basis.
yeah, I think for those two, I think they've still got Casemiro who plays CDM. I know Chouameni's more of a defensive midfielder. They've still got Valverde who can play centre mid. They've still got a number of players that come before both Camavinga and Chouameni, but I still think the the player that Chouameni is, he is a top player. He's definitely going to be one for the future, that's for sure. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, whether they loan him out maybe back to Monaco for a season. I think that would probably be the best
That would be a
for
good
him.
option.
I don't think they'll do it,
It
but
it
it will
won't be
probably
good for
be
Real
the best.
Madrid, but it'll be good for more. It'll be better for Tchouameni than Real Madrid.
If it's better for Chouameni, surely it's good for Real Madrid because he'll come back a better player. You know what I mean?
I think it's more if something does happen to Kroos or Modric, then he's there ready to go instead of having to recall from loan, get all that sorted out,
Yeah,
and pay
because
extra.
you have to pay money to recall
Yeah.
from that, don't you?
Paying for possible flights and stuff back for him, just so he can get back quickly.
Yeah, definitely. The next one's quite interesting actually because I didn't hear about this till this morning. Um, Manchester City are willing to pay up to £60 million for Calvin Phillips. We knew he was linked to United a few weeks ago.
He was linked to us when Leeds were at threat of relegation as well.
He was linked to Newcastle. He was linked to extend his contract at Leeds because he's a Leeds boy through and through.
It's because they stayed up. They want to stay there, I think. But
Yeah, but do you turn down Man City when they come calling you?
yes,
Do
I think
you? What, even if they're offering you mega money to sit on the bench every week?
that's what. Yeah, that's my point. I think that you've seen with Grealish, people are probably expecting to be in the start 11 more, but he's just never. He was never good enough, really. But like,
I know you don't like it.
he just. It was a waste of money. Like, yeah, I don't. I think
I mean,
you've
yeah,
seen
100 million is
Grealish.
definitely overpriced. I definitely
You've
overpriced.
seen Grealish. It hasn't really worked out for him. And then
Yeah.
I think the same will happen
I
with
think he
Phillips.
should have stayed at Villa for another season and then left for a bigger club.
Yeah, maybe even forever. But
I think, yeah, he'll go back to Aston Villa for sure. Definitely, it's not the end.
I don't think it
He'll
would
go
be the
back.
right move for Phillips at this time because he wants to be fighting to get into the England team for the World Cup. And I
Yeah,
don't think he'll
that's a
get
good
that at
point.
Man City because he won't be getting as much game time as he would as these.
Yeah,
Because he's clearly the main starter there.
yeah, he's got to be first name on the team sheet for Leeds. Surely he's one of their, if not their best player.
Yeah.
Um, 557 says Calvin Phillips decent player, but he is the man to replace Fernandinho. Is he the man to replace Fernandinho?
I
Fernandinho in the last 2 to 3 seasons at City sat on the bench.
I think they'll want someone
Calvin
with
Phillips
more
did the same.
experience.
Who do you think City should go for then? Like, if you're looking for more experience,
That's the thing. I mean,
Tony Kroos is available, probably.
I was just thinking Tony Cruz maybe.
Casemiro is a top player. That Casemiro.
Modric, but I don't think they would get him away from Real Madrid
Nah.
really.
De
I
Jong.
think he's
Barcelona need
linked
to
with
make money.
Man United, isn't he? That's
True, but Ronaldo is
actually
linked to
yeah. I was
Man
about to say
City.
Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Rice would be interesting.
557 said Rice to City. That would be very interesting. City have the money to pay the 120 plus million West Ham have priced him at. But will they do it? Probably, because they paid 100 million for Jack Grealish. So you
That
don't know.
also annoying.
You do not know. Um, Before we move on to the next one, make sure to think about your pre-transfer window preseason predictions, and not quite yet, but type them up in the chat. We won't do the. Oh, we'll do the whole table. Scrap it. We'll do the whole table. Um, this is pre-transfer window though, so we gotta be careful. What we say. Okay, Richarlison in advanced talks with Spurs in a deal
Yeah,
worth
I've just
50
seen you
million.
posting that.
Yeah, I did tweet that out earlier. So, Will Richarlison, we know he's not great. I
Terrible move for Tottenham. Terrible.
yeah, I think 50 million for him is a very overpriced.
Maybe 5 mil.
Okay, maybe not.
And he's on the floor every 2 seconds, so it's not as if he
It's
does
true.
much.
It's true. Richarlison overrated as hell, in my opinion.
On the floor every 2 seconds.
On the floor every two
Complaining.
seconds, gets a few injuries, and overall is a bit of a rat. I know I
Doesn't
shouldn't
really
say that,
score
but
much for a striker. Like, he'll score
yeah,
every now and again, but
scores what, one
if
in every three
if
to
it
four
is
games.
to replace someone like Kane, then terrible, terrible move.
I don't think it's to replace Kane. I think it's to back up to Kane.
Still terrible move.
If you're Spurs and you need a backup to Harry Kane, who do you go for?
Calvert-Lewin.
That's actually a good point. It's a very good point. Calvert-Lewin would thrive at a team like Spurs, I think.
He's got the height, he's got the pace, he's got just about everything he needs to be there, and maybe even challenge Harry Kane.
Challenge? Oh, that's a big statement from you.
It's,
Yeah,
I think it's more like consistency from Harry Kane. Like, it's sometimes not there.
yeah.
Like, you see at the
Fair
start of the
enough.
season, he normally starts quite slow.
Continuing with another Manchester City rumour, Ilkay Gundogan could leave with both Barcelona and Juventus ready to try and swoop a deal, is what I've written down.
Again, Barcelona. It's not happening.
They can't
Bayern
afford it.
Munich, maybe. Only way I'd see Barcelona doing that is if it was a swap deal for De Jong.
Yeah.
But anything else,
unless they
no.
or if they sell De Jong to United for the rumored 67 to
I don't
80
think that.
million.
I don't think the fans, at least the fans, maybe even the clubs would have that. Like if Man City are selling a player to Barcelona for them to replace a player that's gone to Man United.
No, what I'm saying, if let's just say Man United buy De Jong for
Yeah, that's what
60
I'm
to 80
saying.
million, do you think that's enough to buy Gundogan?
I think Man City will try and get as much money out of them than they can,
Yeah.
knowing that they won't have the funds, so they'll probably keep him.
Well, before we go any further, I've just read this comment. Who's Richardson? Richardson, a one season wonder
Hmm.
wherever he goes, then goes to bang average. I know you mean
What league
Richarlison.
is he? What league is he
What
in?
league? Richardson? God,
Yeah.
National League South or something. But yeah, Richarlison is a one season wonder. First season at Watford, fantastic. First season at Everton, fantastic. After that, rubbish. But yeah, Gundogan won't go Barca. I'm saying
No
that
one's going
he
there.
won't. He won't go to Barcelona
Unless they can magic up money somehow, no one's going there.
unless they clap their hands and they've got all the bills in their hands. Uh, it's
It's
looking more
Barcelona.
likely for Juventus to grab him. So a midfield of Locatelli, Gundogan, and Pogba on the books for um, Juventus next season. That would be a good way to start. Sorry, it's okay. It's okay. Richardson. Never mind. All right, this is a big one because I did not expect this. I mean, I read it about 20 minutes ago. I won't lie. Um, Christian Eriksen decides not to extend contract with Brentford as he looks for new challenge. Man United are linked with him. Tottenham are linked with him again. Tottenham might get him back. And I'm hearing
I've seen him
rumors
going
West
back to Tottenham.
Ham. I'm hearing rumors West Ham are also linked with him. So, what do you think?
Anyone who gets him is, especially on a free, it's
Would you
great for
take him?
them. Yeah.
Where does he fit in your Brazilian three that you're hoping to get?
The bench.
Right. Okay.
I
Well,
mean,
tell everyone your Brazilian three, Will.
Paqueta, Jordan, and Bruno, obviously.
Who sits in
No,
the middle?
probably Paqueta played further forward.
Oh,
Like
oh, I'm. Oh,
as a
okay.
attacking mid,
I was sort of thinking
and then
three, like a flat
Bruno.
three rather than.
No, more Paqueta like pushing forward, and then Bruno and Jordan staying back.
And okay. Ericsson would
Yeah,
enhance most sides. I'd take him at Chelsea 100%. I think he's a class player, even though what happened to him happened to him. So
it happened. It's
I,
sorted out, and he'll be fine.
he's fixed. He's proven himself. He proved himself over the last season at Brentford.
Half a season.
So yeah,
He's what 28, 29 now. So
yeah,
he's still got a few years left in him.
and he's still a top player.
Yeah.
One
And
sec.
obviously, with Paqueta, I've just seen the
I
Bruno
apologise
one
about
that you
that.
sent yesterday.
What's that?
Thumbs up if Paqueta's signing. Bruno gives a thumbs up.
Okay.
I've just
Um,
seen that Agent Bruno. He's already got a target sorted.
fair enough. Fair enough. Frankie De Jong to United is moving slowly towards a deal. Plus, they might be signing Anthony from Ajax for 50 million. So, Ten Hag already targeting former players of his. Anthony, who he was with last season at Ajax, and obviously Frankie De Jong, who was there in their Champions League
Frankie de Jong and
semi-final squad.
De Beek. Van de Beek.
Van der Beek will definitely be getting a lot more game time. That's for
That'll
sure.
be one to watch. What happens with Van de Beek if it was just Ollie and Ragnick not playing him, or
Or if it is
if it's
actually
Ten
him.
Hag's tactics.
Yeah,
What goes on with that?
yeah, definitely.
If he goes to Everton permanently, maybe.
He did. He
I
wasn't
could
even really playing at Everton, was he? Under
I could see
Lampard.
it happening though. I'd see it happening because, well, I mean, he didn't join us because he didn't want a relegation fight, and then got dragged into one with Everton instead. And we didn't. We weren't even in
Yeah,
one really.
yeah. It was definitely something. It was definitely something. He said, "I don't want to go to Newcastle. Don't want to be in a relegation fight." Goes to
Backfired.
Everton alone. Newcastle finished 12th or wherever it was.
What's this he's
Uh,
saying? Where's he got this from? Why would you want to sign a
George, we're
goalkeeper?
gonna sign a goalkeeper. Finally, a sign. Watch out, it's like
Where's
Stockdale
this?
or something.
Where's this?
Yeah,
The thing is,
we'll get it up on Twitter. We'll talk more about Frankie De Jong.
if I go to
Um,
Yusuf's account, it'll be there.
yeah, that's very true. Yusuf, tell us more about it, mate. We're waiting. We are indeed waiting, mate.
Agent Yusuf.
Agent Yusuf, yeah. Here we go. Oh, look who's in the chat. Race Lasker's in the chat. How you doing, mate? We've spoken about Newcastle already.
Oh, there
mate.
we go.
You're a bit late.
Gabriel Salonia.
Never heard
Chelsea
of
are
it.
now really close to signing him. Talented goalkeeper from Fabrizio Romano.
Oh, is it Fabrizio? Okay, I'll
Yeah.
make sure to tweet about that right now, actually.
Oh, it's the Real Madrid one. No, Real Madrid had a bid rejected.
Yeah.
10 million free expected from Chicago.
Oh, yeah, I know him.
Is he decent?
He's
American,
alright. I
think?
haven't watched him. I've just heard of him.
American.
Yeah. Well, at least we're making moves, I guess. So it's not going to be day 4 tomorrow, Yusuf.
I mean, would you replace Mendy?
No.
Exactly.
Not straight away. Definitely not.
That was
Yeah,
only 17
Yusuf
minutes ago, so.
Yusuf is fucked. He can't tweet day 4 without a signing.
That depends how long it takes. If he's in America, it'll take a couple of days, probably.
Yeah, we'll just seeing these. We'll hop on after the stream. We're nearly done anyway. Last thing to do before the pre-transfer window prediction.
Right. I've just seen
Okay,
that.
okay. There we go.
He's found a way around it. Any way to
It's
complain.
Yusuf. He always finds a way around it.
Any way to complain.
Of course. Usman Dembele, sorry, to Chelsea. I don't want him, but it's going to happen probably. So that's all we'll leave to that. Pre-transfer window predictions, Will. We won't do the whole table. I know I said before we will. Relegation.
Bottom 3, top 7.
4. Yeah, bottom 3, top 7. Bottom 3, Fulham,
Yeah, Fulham. Bottom.
Bournemouth.
Oh, it's tough now. I think about it.
Fulham, Bournemouth, Southampton. I'm going with.
Fulham definitely. Leeds. Everton.
You think? I do think Everton are in trouble next season.
Like they stayed up by just last season.
Skin of their teeth.
Yeah. Oh, that's a big shout.
That is a very big shout.
They were decent last season. They just weren't very consistent.
Do you think they're going to do what Leeds did? Had a really good season in their first league season back, and then.
Well, I mean, Leeds bought.
Well, here we go. Man United, Fulham, and Everton.
What was that for bottom 3 or?
Yeah,
top?
that's for bottom 3.
I
mean, it's Liverpool, isn't it?
Right, hang on, just before this. Reece, I bet you can't name the club.
He was there when you bought it.
Exactly.
Let's see if he remembers.
But,
Anyway, yeah, bottom 3 for me is Fulham, Bournemouth, and
Fulham, Leeds, and Everton.
You don't think Bournemouth will go down?
I think they'll make a couple signs and.
Fulham have signed that Solomon.
Yeah. I think they'll make a couple signings and it'll be just enough to stay up.
Oh, Race has got this in the bag. All 3 relegation teams.
No,
That's how big of a club you are, Will. You fit 3 relegation spots.
Well, I mean, we're for 2022 so far, I think we're, what, 4th, 5th?
Yeah, you actually did. I don't think you'll get down. I think you'll be pushing top 10 easily.
Maybe even Europe.
Maybe. Who knows? Man City, Liverpool, Spurs, Chelsea, Arsenal, West Ham, Man United, Newcastle. So I'm guessing that's
Man
top
City,
7.
obviously, going to win the league.
Depends what Liverpool shows up.
No, it's more like they've played most of the season last season without a full striker, and now they've got Haaland, who's a goal machine. They'll just run away with it.
That's
They'll
true.
just run away with it
But
easily.
how Haaland react to playing against the likes of Van Dijk, playing against. Oh, he won't be playing against Rudiger.
He's a machine. He's a robot.
That's true.
It won't bother him.
That is very true. Or when he comes up against Dawson at West Ham, he'll be in a lot of trouble.
I was going to say Noble, but he's retiring, isn't he?
Yeah, he's gone. Bottom three: Bournemouth, Leeds, Southampton. I'm going Fulham, Bournemouth, Leeds.
I was going to say Southampton, but I thought that would be like too big of a call.
No, I genuinely think Southampton.
Like they'll be down. I think they'll struggle, but they'll stay up.
Fair enough.
I don't think Hassan Hootel is it their manager. I don't think he's ever been good enough. Like, he's had a couple of good results that have kept them like there, but I don't think they'll be good enough.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a good enough manager. Same with what was the old Norwich one?
Yeah, I agree. I'm agreeing with this, but I'm going to swap Arsenal and West Ham over.
I'm going to go with Man City, Liverpool, Spurs, because I think they'll make a couple of signs and they've got Conte. Chelsea, West Ham, Man United, Arsenal, and Newcastle.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you.
We'll be in that mix for the Conference League, maybe even Europa League. We'll be there or thereabouts.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's going to be very interesting to see what Newcastle shows up. Hopefully, for your guys' sakes, that you show up. The team that shows up is the team that finished fifth in the second half of the season. You know,
this year.
Yeah, this year since
January
1st.
See what happens after pre-season. Like, we've got some tough teams in pre-season. We've got Benfica, Atletico Bilbao, I think it is, and Atlanta. So we've got some hard games.
Yeah.
All top European teams or in Europe.
Yeah.
So I think I'll be preparing to try and push for European football. Preparing for European football, maybe even next season.
Yeah, I agree with you, mate. I think within the next 2-3 years, you'll be pushing that Champions League spot.
I think if we get good squad depth, we might go on a bit of a cup run as well.
Next season, good shout. Newcastle to win the FA Cup next season. That's a good shout.
I wouldn't say win, but I think we'll go on a decent cup run. Like we did it with
maybe a semi-final,
quarter-final, semi-final.
I think you want to get semi-final.
We've done it before. We've got, I think it was quarter-finals. But
fair enough. Yeah,
I'll be happy with a cup run.
I'm seeing Race is getting impatient in the chat, so
I think I need a timeout.
It's not me. It's not me.
No,
it's Will. We're going to end it there anyways. We've been on for 45-ish minutes. It's been great to get you back on, Will. I should probably remove that. And thank you for coming on again. I'm sure we'll see you in the very near future as well. And hopefully we can get a few other people on the stream. Maybe Yusuf, maybe Luke, maybe Ricky.
Get a debate
from
going.
The 890. Yeah, we definitely need to get a debate going. Transfers.
That might be something like for the start of the season, like when a couple of games in, get a debate of where people are going to finish.
Definitely. Absolutely, I agree with you there, Will. Right, we'll see you guys later.
Bye.